So we saw in those first few videos of our stroke, and what you kind of were feeling is, hey, this putter is working a little bit out, going back, a little bit outside, coming a little bit across. And now the tendency is, because you've got good feel and you know how to do it, hey, you'll kind of open it back up and kind of square it back up. And we saw ourselves make a lot of putts, but that's going to be hard for us to time up all the time. So the other thing that we could see, we get a little bit of miss hits off the toe, which can cause some problems too. So go ahead and get set there again. So when we go to do our setup, okay, your tendency, which is fine, because we've just got to make sure we adjust to it, is, hey, left hand is on here first, okay? Now, when our left hand goes on here first, now go ahead and turn this way, okay? So when we go left hand first, we can see how this left shoulder and left shoulder's lower, left arm's almost tucked in a little bit. So now when we go to put that right arm on, it almost has to come a little more over, and it's kind of high. And so now go turn back the other way. I'll kind of exaggerate it, but if we went left hand first and we go put that right arm, because this is kind of tucked in and lower, hey, it kind of ends up being higher and a little bit above. So our forearms, where basically our shoulders and our forearms are a little bit open at that point. Well, if we're a little bit open here and we just swing along our shoulder line, hey, that's our little bit of our out and across. So we're not gonna, you'll see a lot of tour pros and a lot of pros, they're gonna go right hand first, okay? The thing is, for him, he's putted this way for a long time, so I think trying to change that left hand is really going to mess us up. And we can leave the left hand on. There's guys that do it with the left hand. We can leave the left hand as long as we get the right arm and the shoulders squared up correctly. So we're going to leave that part the same, so the left hand's going to go on there. But now when he brings this right arm in, he's got to feel like it kind of, this right forearm gets a little softer, okay? And the shoulders are a little bit more square here. Okay, now if his shoulders and forearms are more square, and kind of when I look this way, hey, I see these forearms being even. Well, what we don't want to have is this right arm getting up here, and we see the left arm underneath. That's the one that's going to be the killer. So now the forearms and the shoulders are more lined up. The putter face is good. Okay, now from here, he can feel that stroke work a little bit better. Now, the drill that we kind of did that to kind of check that is, hey, we're going to take a sleeve of golf balls, just put it just outside here, and I'm going to put a tee, and I'll put that just outside here, okay? So now, when he gets going back, we're gonna be able to see that path. He's gonna be able to know that path or understand where it is. So if he sees it hit the golf balls, he knows, hey, my setup must have been off a little bit for me to go ahead and do that. Okay? Now, just like we saw a couple of them earlier today, his tendency before, go ahead and get set, was when it gets a little bit outside, if I kind of came this same way, hey, I would miss it left. So then the brain goes, hey, I got to counter that. Let me open this back up and kind of square it up. So now he did a good backswing, but he kind of did the old follow through, open it up, and we missed it a little bit to the right. So that's why we had a couple of misses right earlier, and kind of just like that one there. So go ahead and get set again. Okay, oh, let's just do it this way. Go put your putters there. Good. So now he's got to make sure when he gets coming through, okay, one, we've got good with the shoulders and the forearms, but now he's got to make sure it starts down that line there as he goes through with the face. Okay, better. Still a little bit on the right, got maybe a little bit out, and that's what we got to work on. Kind of the second part of that is, I think when we've got that, go ahead and get set there again. When we've got this left arm, left hand is kind of the dominant hand, he's almost feeling like that left hand is kind of pushing it back, and I think that's what's getting going here. I think if we feel a little bit more with the right hand or a little bit more even, hey, we'll be a little bit more here with this stroke, this right arm and right hand kind of swinging it back. And one of the drills we did earlier was right hand alone to kind of help him feel that. So go ahead and get set there again. Good, so that same good backswing, but let's make sure we get it going through. There we go. There we go, that's more in the center. So setup is such a big deal, okay? He's not just on his own, just taking it outside, because of the way he's coming into the golf ball, because of the way he's getting set up when this right arm, right shoulder, and get high here, hey, that's where that swing's gonna go. So again, fix the setup here, fix this arm, get our shoulders and forearms square, give us a little bit of feedback tools here with this sleeve of golf balls and the tee there, so he can see where that's going. He knows now when this setup is better, hey, that stroke's going to be better because he's going to be able to go through there and he gets a little bit of feedback from there. Okay, when we do that, we're going to be a little more consistent and not have to try to have that timing of it going out, across, and then trying to open it up right at the ball.